Till now we have studied about various morphological features of various parts of the plant like root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, leaf and seed. Now we will study about their anatomy. So before understanding or the basics to understand the anatomy of flowering plant, it is necessary to understand about tissue. In order to understand anatomy, it is necessary to understand about the cell structure and function. So, tissue. Tissue is a group of cells that have common origin and performs specific function. A plant is made up of different kinds of tissue. However, plant tissues can be divided into mainly two groups. First, meristematic tissue, and second, permanent tissue. Let us begin our study with meristematic tissue. This figure depicts the classification of plant tissues. As said, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue are two types of plant tissue. Meristematic tissue are the tissues consisting of cells that are capable of cell division. On the contrary, these cell divided gets converted further into permanent tissue which gets matured and are incapable of cell division. Further, permanent tissue is divided into two types or can be of two types, that is simple and complex. Simple tissue consists of only single types of cells which can be either parenchyma, collenchyma or sclerenchyma, and complex tissue consists of more than one type of cell, that is which can be either xylem or phloem. As said earlier, meristematic tissue are the tissue or group of cells that are formed due to cell division. Therefore, this tissue consists of meristem, that is actively dividing cells. Now, in various plants that possess meristematic tissue, meristems can also be of different kind. Thus, different kinds of meristems are present within plants. The first kind, that is apical meristem, these meristems or group of cells occurs at the tip of shoots or roots. Produces primary tissue. These apical meristem are responsible for the linear growth of the plant. However, during elongation of stem, there are exceptions like some cells are left behind the apical meristem of shoot and they constitute the axillary bud. Thus, axillary bud is constituted by the left out cells that are behind apical meristem of the shoots. Such buds are generally present in the axils of the leaves and flower. Such buds are thereby responsible for the formation of a flower or branch. Then comes the second type of meristem, that is intercalary meristem. Such meristems are generally located within the permanent tissue. Such meristems generally occurs in grasses and regenerate parts that are eaten up by herbivorous animals. Now the two meristems, that is apical meristem and intercalary meristem, together constitute to form primary meristem. This is because these meristems appear early in the life of a plant and contribute to the formation of primary body. Thus, primary plant body gets formed by appearing early in the life of a plant. Then the third type of meristem is lateral meristem, which is also known as secondary meristem. Because these meristems appear after the formation of primary meristem. These meristems are generally found or occurs in mature region of shoot and root. And appear after the formation of primary meristem. These type of meristems are generally found beneath the bark of the tree in the form of vascular cambium. Or cork cambium. Thus, the basic function of lateral or secondary meristem is the formation of secondary growth. Following meristematic tissue, there occurs second type of tissue, that is permanent tissue. As the name suggests, such tissues possess cells whose function occurs permanent in nature. Therefore, following cell division, that is the cells of meristematic tissue, there occurs a stage where cells lose their ability to divide and becomes mature. The tissues that are formed by such cells are called permanent tissue. And the cells which constitute this tissue are called permanent cells. Now this permanent tissue can also be of two types. First, simple permanent tissue, and second, complex permanent tissue.